Today's presentation, I'm going to be your presenter for the next hour. I have a lot of slides to go over today. There's a lot of great information. So I'll be your presenter. My name is Andrew Keene. If you don't know who I am, I'm going to tell you who I am. If you know who I am, great. I'm sure you've seen me present before. I've done over probably 600 live webinars over the course of the last 6 years. So here's an example of a trade I'm going to teach you guys today, which is a trade in DKS. DKS is Dick's Sporting Good institutional order flow. So today I'm going to teach you guys something different and new you've never ever seen before, hopefully. And the reason that institutional order flow works, or unusual option activity as I call it, is because I am taking the same trades as the institutions, okay? So it's kind of like piggybacking or taking the same trades as institutional order flow in the option market. And we're going to teach you guys today what is known as the golden rule, which is combining institutional order flow in the option market with the technical analysis. So here's an example of a trade. I'm trying to record it here. I was having problems with recording. And a trade that you could have made 600%, guys, if you just watch institutional order flow in the option market. I'm having problems with my recording here. So a little history about myself. My name is Andrew Keene. I'm one of the top independent option traders in the world. I have made millions of dollars trading this system that I'm going to teach you guys to here today. I've taught over 50,000 students how to trade. I've hosted over probably around 500 live webinars. Currently, year to date, well, we're going to have to change that slide because year to date only started 3 days ago. Regular contributor, I'm sure you guys have seen me on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business, Sky Australia, WCIU, TheStreet.com, Forbes. I was just on Bloomberg last Wednesday. I will be on Bloomberg again on Monday. So it's not about me, it's what I can do for you. Little risk disclaimer, we have to put this in every single webinar. Day trading, short-term trading, option trading is extremely risky and trading. They are generally not appropriate for someone with little to no capital, low trading experience, or low tolerance at risk. Never execute unless you're willing to prepare to lose your entire investment. Simple and easy. The nutshell of everything is I am not a registered investment advisor. I cannot give recommendations or advice what you should do with your own capital. But what I can do is offer my opinion, and I think that is a lot more valuable, offering my opinion. So the proof is in the pudding. This is the slide that I always like to call. And this is my profit and loss statement from 2006. So unfortunately, I can't blow it up a little bit more. But as you see here, I made $3.4 million here in 2006. So in 2006, this is a system that I'm teaching you guys today have been around for since 2003. So the system's been around for 16 years. You can see here on the bottom right, here is my profit and loss statement. $3.4 million. Here's my name on the account. My name is Andrew Keene. I was clearing Goldman Sachs at the trading at the time, and my group is here known as Category Group Keene Andrews Tilly Luce. So this system, guys, has been around for 16 years. You guys have probably never seen the system before, and I'm here to teach you it today. So this is 2018. So we started and showed you in 2016. In 2018, I started with a $55,000 account, so I've been trading a lot smaller nowadays, and this account ended up about 40% in the year. So we had a crazy year in the market. The S&P ended up down 7% for the year, but my system that I'm here to teach you today increased 40% in 2018 because you can trade this system both to the bull side and to the bear side. So what I've done in my history of my trading career is important, but what's more important is what I'm here to teach you guys today. It is all about you. There's a great audience today. Every single person should be able to learn from this. A trading system, you guys should be able to walk out with a trading plan in place. You should look at the examples of how you can take a small option trade in institutional order flow in the option market and how you can trade this every single day. In March 2003, 16 years ago, I started using the strategy I'm teaching you today. The strategy is designed to beat the hedge funds through a secret trading plan using unusual option activity. Every single stock has stock volume of trades in a day. Every single option has option volume of trades in a day. I'm looking for something that is a multiple greater than usual volume. Okay, so I'm just taking the same trades as the hedge funds, mimicking their positions. Each day, in my opinion, there's always one best trade. So there's a lot of good reasons I like the system. Reason number one trade a day. Reason number two, it's just long options. So it's long calls, it's long puts. There's no writing options. You don't have to have a secret account. You can trade this on as small as a couple $1,000s, trading institutional order flow in the option market. So every single day, there is always one best trade of the day. After trading this strategy for over 15 years, on year 16, there have been consistent patterns that result in profits. The real breakthrough came when we noticed how to better our exit strategies. The two golden rules were like hidden clues that a stock was about to take off to the upside or sell off. So this system is not always bullish. It's not always bearish. It can be bullish and bearish. Currently, right now, I have bullish positions on them. Currently, right now, I have bearish positions on. It depends on what the institution is doing. For example, in June 2018, Hain Celestial, H-A-I-N. If you don't know what the company does, it doesn't matter what the company does. Experienced the two market conditions, and the stock took off to the upside. Here is what we saw. So we saw a huge buyer of calls in HAIN right here. That call went up 333%. There is nowhere you're going to get 333% gains unless you're trading penny stocks, and I personally do not trade penny stocks. Not in stocks, not in futures, not in Forex. 333% gains. Options are a derivative, which means it magnifies the stock performance exponentially. The Hain August 27 calls went up 333%. If you just invested a mere $200 on the signal that we sent out, it could have turned you to $866. $1,000 turned into $4,030. So just as one signal on a signal that we sent out last year, guys, look at the kind of return on these calls. Then in March 2018, when U.S. Steel experienced the two bearish market conditions, X dropped like a rock. So we see here, what we saw first was institutional buyers of puts in U.S. Steel. Number one. So we never try to predict when institutional order flow is going to come out. I personally pay close to over $5,000 a year for a scanner that spits out these trades. This is the only place in the world to get these trades. So U.S. Steel, we saw bearish activity in steel when the stock was $46. We all know with these tails on top, if there's no more buyers in the market, the stock has to move lower to attract new buyers. So the U.S. Steel puts increased $750. A mere $200 investment on this trade turned into $1,700. Imagine what you could do if you saw this signal, took this signal for only $200 of risk. That would have turned into $1,700. Maybe your account's a little bit bigger and you had $1,000. That $1,000 turned into $8,150. The two golden rules were used to create what we are teaching you today, which is known as the Supercharged trading system. So the Supercharged trading system is comprised of two golden rules. They must line up in order for me to take a trade. Then I go through 8,700 publicly traded companies, 4,199 with options in those companies. I combine those, and then I give you guys what, in my opinion, is the one best trade of the day. When the two golden rules triggered at the same time, the stock often experienced a big movement. Or when Citigroup experienced a bearish supercharged trading system setup, The city, March, 74.5 puts, increased 500%. Okay. The city, 74.5 puts, increased 500%. $250 invested in this signal turned into $1,450. $1,000 invested in the signal turned into $6,000. When the supercharged trading system appeared, stocks often make big moves that can make traders thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or my example from 2008, millions of dollars. I personally made almost $1 million in Apple 2 straight years. How? Simple. I watched an institution sell credit put spreads in Apple for almost 2 years. Every time they sold credit put spreads, I knew it was time to get long Apple. Every time they sold credit put spreads, the stock goes higher. So we are just picking back the best and biggest traders in the world. Imagine knowing Carl Icahn, Leon Cooperman, David Einhorn's position before they are disclosed to the public. And the best thing about this, guys, this is all public information once it hits the tape. Getting that information is very, very hard and challenging, but I'm here to teach you guys the system. Because options can make big profits when stocks experience big moves. And what kind of moves are we getting right now, guys? Are we getting big moves or small moves? Exactly. We're getting huge, massive moves. The S&P was down 60 points on Thursday. The S&P was then up 81 points. So this is the perfect time to be trading this system. Buying call and put options is the perfect way to cash in when stocks are likely to make a big move. Based off the 2 golden rule setups, we've created the supercharged trading system that has been around for 16 years. I'm sure a lot of you guys have not heard it. Okay. Well, we just came out with this for you guys. I'm just like Jim Cramer. I want to make it a fair playing game for the retail trader. I am theory am a retail trader. Might have a little bit of a larger account than most of you, but I am a retail trader. The supercharged trading system not only forecasts direction, but also when stocks are likely to make a huge, massive move. And big moves mean that options can explode in value. There's prime examples between Thursday and Friday that options doubled, tripled, even quadrupled in value on this system. This is what I learned from the biggest hedge fund traders in the world. In the early 2003s, so a little story about myself, I graduated from the University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana in 2001. I had the opportunity to trade with Boda Capital Management, stood for best option traders they are. So I had the opportunity to trade for Boda. They taught me this highly secretive trading strategy. This training was so important that if I left the trading firm before I traded with them, then I would have had to pay them over $120,000. So as I graduated in college, they said, hey, AK, we're going to teach you how to trade. However, if you leave Boda before you trade, then we're going to sue you for over $100,000. This is how valuable this training was. They could have fired me, but this is how valuable the training was. So every single day I studied in order to make millions of dollars in the system that I'm here to teach you guys today. This trading became known as unusual option activity. So this is the scanner that I pay over $5,000 a year for. Okay, this is used by all the hedge funds, Goldman Sachs, Merrill, Morgan, and it just spits out trades throughout the course of the day. I then analyze and dissect every single trade, and then I send out a signal to you guys of the one best signal every single day. What this firm discovered turned dozens of graduating college kids into millionaires like myself. But what was really intriguing was that combining the golden rule often produced superior results. The accuracy of these patterns with unusual option activity added to them increased the probability of highly profitable trades. And today, the supercharged trading system follows the same exact things that I was taught by this trading firm now 16 years ago. When the two bullish rules lined up for Google, Google took off to the upside. So the first thing we saw institutional order flow in the option market. A trader came in and bought Google calls. Okay, we combine that with technical analysis. I use Ichimoku Cloud and RSI. That's all I use. We saw Google broke the cloud to the downside the first time. Well, most likely it's going to fail. Most likely when it breaks the cloud to the downside, it's going to fail again. The Google calls exploded in value. And this trader somewhere in the world made a lot of money. The Google 3/9/2018 call option increased 1,400%. $100. Okay. If you saw this signal, if you took this signal, $100 turned into $1,500. $1,000 invested turned into $15,000. When the two bullish rules lined up for BABA, BABA rallied hard. Let's look at a chart of BABA. Okay, as we can see here, broke the cloud to the upside. Every time it breaks the cloud to the upside, it finds more buyers. Some trader somewhere in the world bought the BABA 200 calls. The BABA March 200 calls increased 800%. $250 invested in this signal increased to $2,250. $1,000 invested in this signal turned into $9,000. And when the two bullish rules lined up for PZZA, Papa John's took off to the upside. Here is a chart of Papa John's. The CEO was getting in trouble for sexual harassment. There was not one article, not one analyst that would have told you, hey, you should be buying Papa John's. But some trader somewhere in the world decided they were going to take an $800,000 bet on PZZA. This is when I knew it was my time to get in. This signal was sent out. If you got in this signal, you could have made 800% as the stock went from 38 to 45. It didn't get bought out, but what did it do? It increased in value, and this is why I trade options. The PZZA October 45 calls increased 900%. And if you were part of the supercharged trading system back then, you would have got this signal. We sent out this signal. A mere $200. Okay, if you can afford to potentially risk $200 on this trade, this would have gone to $2,000. AK, do you publish your performance results in transparent fashion? Yes. We keep a portfolio spreadsheet with every single trade and the P&L. $1,000 invested in the system increased to $10,000. Okay. On this one signal, the signal was sent out to all of our subscribers. Papa John's. I personally made almost $10,000 on this signal. The two patterns that comprise the supercharged trading system are the following. The two patterns that we observe before any of our big winners are the following, okay? So we have two trades. We have two parts of the supercharged trading system, okay? Number one, surging call or put activity, okay? So number one, surging call or put activity. Number two, technical analysis. And someone said they wanted to see the results here, so let me bring it up in a second, get in it. Okay, here is the supercharged trading system. So we keep track of this. You'll get access to this every single day. So we started in September. we're up to January. So October, November, December, January, 4 months here, guys. This system on a $5,000 account, you took everything that's listed here, is up 40% in 4 months, both bullish and bearish. Not bad concerning the volatility of this market. And number two, if you look at the risk, right now there's only $1,250 of risk. Okay, so this system here is up 167% on risk. Okay, so this is a system you'll get access to this portfolio, and you'll get this every single day. You can look at every single trade. So the first thing we look for is surging call or put activity. We combine that with technical analysis. So we're looking for stocks that have asset criteria of unusual option activity to the upside or the downside. We then combine that with technical analysis for the trades. Every single day, in my opinion, there's one best trade. I will analyze, dissect it, spend hours a day trying to set up that one best trade for you. Unusual option activity must be present in the options market as an original hint that a trade is setting up for the supercharged trading system. We do not try to predict when unusual option activity will come. Okay, so we never know when it's going to come. It could happen. Most of the trades, I would say 90% of all the trades happen within the first hour of the day. It's possible it can go after the first hour of the day, but 90% of all the trades will happen in the first hour of the day. Okay, so you can trade for 5 minutes. You can get that signal sent to your phone, and then you can put it on. You're done with your day. What percentage of your account are you putting in each trade? It depends on how many trades are on at one given time, but it could be up to 20%. I never risk more than 20% on a trade. We then discovered that the charts line up to make an average trader thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars using the system. And as I said, guys, using this system, I personally made $3.4 million before seat lease, payment for order flow, and commission in 2006. Therefore, I don't know why this thing keeps coming up. How do I get rid of that thing? Therefore, the supercharged trading system ignores any news and only focuses on the biggest and best orders from the biggest traders in the world. Okay, so I don't care what news is out there. Little story about me in General Electric. There was a news story. I was very short over the weekend. There's a news story that General Electric got a deal for $8 billion. I sweated all weekend because the stock market is closed over the weekend. I got nervous all weekend long. Okay. Well, what happened? GE opened on Monday is up 8 cents. I said that at that point in time, it does not matter what the news is. Most of you are losing money because you're watching TV. 2 days ago, everybody on the desk was bearish and the market was collapsing. Well, everybody on the desk yesterday was bullish. Okay, so most of you guys are watching news on TV. Stop watching news. The only thing that matters are what hedge funds are doing. Almost 95% of everybody on TV is long only, and they're also cheerleaders, hyping up the market at all times. Hedge funds can go long, they can go short. So here's the example of what we saw. This is literally copy and paste from Keene Celestial. Institutional order flow. Some trader, we have no idea this trader, we have no idea their stock position, bought 4,465 HAIN August 27 calls for $1.35. This is the right but not obligation to buy 450,000 shares of HAIN between now and August expiration. And for this right, they paid about $650,000. So somebody said, I want to buy Hain. Well, I know if I buy options, I can get a better ROI, return on investment. Stocks are boring. Okay, they move 1, 2, 3%. Options, double, triple in value almost every single day. Stock requires a lot of margin. Options do not require a lot of margin. Number 2, favorable technical analysis in one of 3 things: consolidation, reversal, or continuation. So I look at the institutional order flow in the option market, and then I combine it with technical analysis. Then we look for a well-defined, predictable pattern in unusual option activity from other strikes and months. We found that unusual option activity, otherwise known as UOA, often supercharges the chart for an optimal setup for trigger. The charts define the price action that the supercharged trading system brings. Condition number 2. So the supercharged trading system is made up 2 golden rules. Number 1, surging call or put activity in an individual name. Number 2, technical analysis. Here we see PZZA, RSI hit about 18. We all know the RSI is 18. That means it's oversold. Reversal pattern, okay? You could have taken, okay, and you could have bought these calls on the signal we sent out. Let's say you would have risked $500. You bought $500 worth of calls. And let's say you like to use stop losses. You lose a stop loss of $250. That $250 of risk in PZZA then went up to $4,500. We're not trading penny stocks here, guys. We're trading publicly traded companies. We're not trading thin stocks. We're trading stocks that trade on the New York Stock Exchange, on the NASDAQ, that can't be manipulated by small volumes. PZZA probably trades a couple million shares a day. So if you got in the signal, bought $500 worth of calls, use a stop loss of $250, you could have turned that $250 into $4,500. Imagine what you personally would have done with $4,500. Maybe you're a bigger trader, $1,500. You use $750 of risk. This went up 9-fold. So what is that? $13,500. Okay, imagine what you would do if you had that much more money in your pocket. Maybe pay off some credit card debt. Maybe take the missus for Mr. for a dinner. It's up to your discretion what you guys want to do in the money that you make. When all bullish market conditions line up, we look to buy calls. Supercharged trading system can also be bearish. So this isn't just a one-way system, guys. Okay, you can look to trade it bullish or bearish. Bearish supercharged trading system. Forecast when a stock is about to drop like a rock. For bearish supercharged trading system, we first look at unusual option activity. So we just taught you guys the pattern, right? Number 1, institutional order flow in the option market. Number 2, technical analysis. So we saw here in Citi, we saw puts being bought in Citi. Citi, number 1, market condition, puts being bought. Number 2, technical analysis. It's going to break in the clouds to the downside, so it's probably going to head lower. And it got down to $73. Let's see what it done. What happened if you bought those Citi puts. Here is PZZA, and this is the one I hate to harp on over and over again. But the fact of the matter is this trade personally made me $10,000. And not a lot of risk, guys. Okay, it's about risking less and making more. When all triggers line up, we get a bullish pattern. Okay. Ooh. And we can see here we got a bullish pattern in PZZA. Number 1, some traders somewhere in the world bought almost $800,000 worth of calls. Okay. Number 2, we saw a reversal pattern here. With bearish patterns, we look to buy puts. So it's an easy, simple system, guys. You're either buying puts or you're buying calls, right? That's it. Okay. There's 27 different option strategies. I personally trade a lot of the different option strategies, but you only need to worry about buying calls or buying puts. When supercharged trading signals occur, they often seek huge, huge profits. When U.S. Steel had the 2 golden rules, bearish supercharged signal was generated. Here we see what's rule number 1, guys. So there's only 2 rules you have to remember when you're learning this system. And everybody that signs up today, we're going to give you guys a $1,000 master course that helps explain all of this to you. So number one, you saw put activity. I repeat that. Number one, we saw put activity. Number two, technical analysis. You can see here, if there's no more buyers in the stock, what happens if there's no more buyers? The sellers then take over to attract new buyers. And this stock sold off like a rock. The X put options increased 750%. $100 invested in this trade turned into $850. $1,000, and this is without using stop losses, guys, would have turned into $8,500. The double A Alcoa had the golden rule. They're actually buying Alcoa calls on Friday as well. A bullish supercharged trading signal was confirmed and UOA in Alcoa. So this is the actual signal. You can see this in Pacific time zone that we saw. Some trader somewhere in the world bought 15,000 double A Alcoa August 24th, 45 calls for 55 cents. So someone in the world came in here. This is the actual signal, guys. Okay, this is not a made-up signal. This isn't me buying these. I don't have enough money to go buy over $750,000 worth of calls in Alcoa because I thought the stock was going to go higher. But some trader did. They came in, they bought 15,000 of these. So the right but not obligation to control 1.5 million shares of Alcoa between now and August 24th, and for this right, they paid 55 cents. I saw this signal. I sent out this signal. I took this signal. And look at this, guys. You know how long this took me? This took me about 3 hours. So in 3 hours, I made $3,700 profit. 3 hours, guys. As you can see here, the mark right now is 92 cents. I actually think they went up to $1.50. Okay. So they went up to $1.50. You can see my position. I have 0 on. That means I took off the position. That's simple, and that's easy using the system. And when Electronic Arts had the golden rule, we knew the stock was going to take off to the upside. Here's Electronic Arts, guys. I made $3,000. You know how long this took me? 9 minutes. I will repeat that. In 9 minutes, I made $3,000. This is timestamp dated real money, my own money, and this is through the Thinkorswim mobile platform. You can actually see my account on here. So this is all real money, guys. Using the system, I made $3,000 in 9 minutes. And these kind of results, are they guaranteed? No, nothing in life is guaranteed, but they can happen. And I've shown you examples. The EA, August 24th, 134 calls increased 200%. $250 turned into $750. $1,000 turned into $3,000. Supercharged trading system essentials. If big moves in stocks can make big money trading options, and if our risk is always limited to the price we paid for the option. Remember, guys, all we do is we look at what you pay for the option. If you buy a call for $1, you can only lose $1. Okay? If you buy a put for 20 cents, that's all you can lose is how much you pay for the option. Then it's possible that the supercharged trading system may be the ultimate options trading strategy. In fact, the breakthrough could be one of the best ways to trade options that we've ever seen. And the best part of trading the supercharged trading system, it is simple to trade, guys. Okay? It is so simple. It is so easy. What really convinced us of the power of the supercharged trading system was this series of real-time trades. So, one of my subscribers came up to me and said, "Hey, AK, I know you can make money trading, but I don't have that big of an account. Can you do it on a smaller account?" And I said, you know what? I'm going to give myself a challenge. I'm going to take a $25,000 cash account using this system. And this was just in 2018. And I'm going to try to double my money in 6 weeks. Okay? Well, I'll be completely honest. I didn't double my money, but I did make 50% gains in 6 weeks. So the supercharged trading system made $12,000 in 6 weeks on a cash account, guys. Okay, and this is why I'm here to teach you today. This is all real money. It's all my personal money, and it was done live, timestamp, and dated through Thinkorswim. So here's the real account, and actually a little bit shy of $12,000, $11,665. And this was screenshot on August 28th, 2018. Okay, so here it is. Started with a $25,000 cash account, and I made almost $12,000 on this cash account. A mere $2,000 in each of these trades would have made a trader $24,000 in 6 weeks. Now, it's important to understand that there will be some losers in the supercharged trading system. I think I calculated I'm at about a 60% win rate, which, to be completely honest, isn't that great. I don't feel like I've been trading as well as I could. I mean, if you look at the S&P, you know, the futures were down 60 points on Thursday. They closed on the absolute low of the day. Nobody in their right mind would have predicted an 81-point reversal day on Friday without any news from China. I mean, it was like just impossible. So did I lose money on Friday? Yes, I did lose money. And there will be losing trades using this system. No trading strategy in the world wins all the time. But it's okay to see 50% losers if you're finding huge winners. If you held PZZA, that was a 900% winner. So it's okay if you're finding 333% winners and 550% winners. And that's what we go for. Limit the losers and go big for the winners. So you say to yourself, this sounds great. How do I get the supercharged trading signals? Well, what you could do is you could monitor all 8,700 publicly traded companies. There's 4,199 optionable stocks every day. And track it for the 2 supercharged trading system conditions. Remember the golden rule. Number 1 is to find unusual option activity. Okay, I pay over $5,000 for the scanner. You want the scanner? Just email me. I'll tell you how to get it. It's $5,000 a year. Okay, or what you could do, you could let millionaire trader Andrew Keene, otherwise known as AK, some people put AK in the chat box, find the supercharged trading system trades for you. It is weird for me to say sometimes, I am a millionaire from trading. Wait, let me repeat that. I'm a multimillionaire from trading. Okay, do I run a business now? Yes, but I'm a multimillionaire, graduated from college, started trading, and I'm a multimillionaire from trading, mastering institutional order flow in the option market. The supercharged trading system I personally created myself from 16 years of trading, guys. I've traded on the trading floor for 10 years. I personally monitor a list of 4,199 stocks every single day, so you do not have to. We expect to find approximately 16 to 20 supercharged system option alerts each month sent to your inbox and SMS. So every month you'll get 16 to 20 trades, 1 per day, probably within the first hour of the trading day. Sometimes they happen a little bit later in the day, but most of the time they happen in the first hour of the day. We will tell you the exact symbol, strike price, and expiration date for each option trade alert. For example, buy 10, HAIN, August 17th, 2018, 27 calls for $1.30. Stop loss 65 cents. So if you would have taken this trade, you could have bought 10 at $1.30. You would have had stop loss at 65. Okay, so 10 times 65 is $650. Okay, $650. Then you sell 5 at $3, and you sell 5 at $4. Simple and easy. So you would have netted $650 of risk if you took this trade. Okay, so $650 of risk. And that would have turned into, let's say you sold 10 at $3 and 10 at $4. So that would have been $3,500. Okay, that 10 lot would have turned into $3,500 on $650 of risk. $650 of risk would have turned into $3,500. It's simple that my 69-year-old father could trades this system. Okay, he's at home. He turned 70 in April 30th. Happy early birthday, father. Okay, and best of all, we will target supercharged trading system signals like these: CNQ $32,000, Gilead $16,000, Delta $15,000. These are all from last year, guys. Obviously, there's losers, but look at how many winners there are. Halliburton 12,000, Hain 11,000, PZZA 9,000, CIN 8,400. The CNQ set 36 calls increased 400%. $100 turned into $500. $1,000 turned into $6,000. As you can see here, this was my best trade of the year. CNQ institution came in and bought calls for 60 cents. Right off the bat, they went to 40. Then they went to $2.50. And I made $32,000. So you can see here, they bought them at 60, they went to 40, and then went to $2.50. The Melco October 23 call option increased 300%. $100 invested in Melco. Another signal we sent out turned into $400. $1,000 turned into $4,000. The FEYE call options not only made me over $8,000, but they were also mentioned on CNBC 3 hours after I sent the signal to our subscribers. So here is my P&L and FEY. Once again, it's timestamped and dated from Thinkorswim. P&L for the day, $7,000. If you go here and you look at my total P&L, because I did more than one thing, I bought these calls, I bought these calls, I sold put spreads. This is over $8,000, guys. And you can see these are all zeroed out because that means I sold them. No trade is technically a winner or loser. Yes, on your account, your P&L will move until it's closed. You can't get that money until that position's actually closed. So in FEYE, I made $8,000. And you know what? They were then mentioned on CNBC 3 hours later. So the signal I sent out was mentioned on CNBC just 3 hours later. Here you go. Big call buy in an FEY. The greatest thing about this trade is I was on a bus going to the Hamptons when this trade happened. So I was literally on a bus going to the Hamptons, trading from my iPhone through Thinkorswim Mobile. When this trade hit CNBC, you know what happened? Let's see what happened. You saw $8,000. I was on a bus ride, a $21 bus to the Hamptons. And I made over $8,000 here on my bus ride. We want you to master the Supercharged trading system. You'll get my new master course, Supercharged Trading System Exposed. In the Supercharged Trading System, I'll walk you through the trading system, soup to nuts. Everything you see here, we'll give clear examples, will be available for you. Supercharged Trading System, made easy to understand for normal traders. Condition number 1, unusual option activity, what it is, how to read it. Number 2, technical analysis, consolidation for continuation of reversals. You'll get Supercharged Trading System pattern examples, call option examples, put option examples. You will also get my option position sizing calculator, my non-blowout trading plan, and my confidence scale. If you guys have any questions, we do have time for questions here while I go through this. So, Supercharged Trading System in real time, targeting big moves in the stock market. Scan 4,199 actionable ideas for the Supercharged Trading System. Alerts sent to your email and to your text. Symbol, strike price, and expiration. No gray areas, no guessing. You get the entry price and exits. If you trade futures, this is not a system for you. If you trade Forex, this is not a system for you. This is for day trading stocks, swing trading stocks, day trading options, or swing trading options. Profit targets included and professional customer service. So here is the Supercharged Trading System. I thought I changed the slide, but let me change this real quick. So the Supercharged Trading System. This is a 1-year program, guys. Okay, this is a 1-year program, and we have a lot of people in here, guys, You can only guarantee this price to the first 25 people. So it's www.optionsonthefloor.com/super. So we can only guarantee this price for the first 25 people. And this is a 1-year program. So if you sign up for the program and in the first week there's losing trades, understand, guys, this is a war, not a battle. This takes time to understand this. Monthly rates, nope. This is a 1-year program only. So we see here you get 1 year of trade alerts. So you'll roughly get about 200 to 240 trades over the course of the next year. That regular price is $2,497 if you were to sign up monthly. We're going to give you the Supercharged Trading System Exposed. This is a course on demand. It's about a 3-hour workshop. That is a $997 value. We'll give you the daily HER indicator on Thinkorswim. This is proprietary. It's not available anywhere else in the world. That is a $999 value. We'll give you the cheat sheet as well, $100 value. This total adds up to $4,544. But since you guys are on the webinar today, listening to everybody speak, we got some great speakers today. We're offering it to you guys for $997. I'm going to throw in a couple more things for free, guys, if you sign up, if you're one of the first 25 people. First 25 people will get once a month group mentoring with myself. So I'll personally give you group mentoring with myself, and that is a $499 value. So we'll throw in group mentoring. Yeah, the numbers probably don't add up. 2,400, 4,400, 4,400. It's like $100 off. I think it's like $46.97. Okay, so I'm going to give you group mentoring once a month, guys. If you're one of the first 25 people, and I see my inbox blowing up, Doug is in, Ellen is in, Cameron is in. Only have 25 spots available here, guys. Linda is in, Kyle is in, Chad is in. I'm reading straight from my inbox. Here's the link, guys, just for the first 25 people. And for the next first 25 people, I'm also throwing on 1 year of my personal email address where you can ask me any question you want and I'll respond. Okay. You can tell me you have some random position in Baidu and you don't know what you should do with it. And I'll give you my, unbiased opinion of what I think you should do with it. Okay. So we're going to give you 1 year, my personal email, guys. I'm a multimillionaire from trading. I will help you with all your trading for the next year. So if we add this up, this will get us over about $6,000. Get us to about $59.99. And just for the first 25 people, and we've had a lot of people signing up, we don't have that many spots left. It's only $997. Current win rate's about 60%. And that's when I'm trading poorly. I wanted to get it above 70%. Okay. Here's the link, guys. Make sure you guys sign up. optionsonthefloor.com/super. I'm going to take you through a couple more things, and we're going to look at some charts. Okay. Actual trades: C&Q 32,000, Gilead 16,000, Delta 15,000, Halliburton 12,000. These are all trades from 2018, and the profit that I made on these trades. Hedge fund trading tools. We use hedge fund scanners and market analysis tools to find all the trades. So these are the same kind of scanners used by Goldman Sachs, used by Citadel, used by Barclays, used by Merrill. Okay, we use the top of the grade scanning mechanisms for finding that unusual option activity, so you guys do not have to. Millionaire Trader. We have one of the few services. No, manage personally by myself. So I personally send out every trade. Okay, you're not going to get someone that works for me, someone else's ideas. These are all my own ideas on unusual option activity. Option trade results from 2003 to 2019. I've traded over 1 million equity options. I've made over $5 million. Here's the link. Someone wants a link. optionsonthefloor.com/super. Been profitable 11 to 15 years. I've made over $800,000 in Apple 2 straight years. I'm not a registered investment advisor, cannot give recommendation advice. What I can do is offer you guys my opinion. And here it is for you guys. And we're going to throw in those 2 more bonuses. We still have some spots left. optionsonthefloor.com/super. So you're going to get 1 year of alerts, $2,497. A whole year, guys. Okay. You don't have to worry about paying us another penny. It's not a monthly subscription for a whole year. Okay. If you want to make 2019 your best year of trading ever, in my opinion, this is the best way to do it. okay? And your investment for the whole entire year is $997. I wanted to learn how to speed read, okay? So I just went to a 4-hour speed read course, and I spent almost $1,000 for 4 hours. And you guys are going to get me for the next whole year. So 1 year, the Supercharged Trading System alerts, $24.97. We're going to get the Supercharged Trading System exposed, $9.97. Daily ATR indicator, $9.99. Proven cheat sheet. Like I said, guys, if you're one of the next about 14 people, because we're halfway sold out, I'm going to throw in 1 year of group mentoring, which is a 4-year, $499 value. And I'm also going to give you my personal email. You guys can email me as much as you want. If you email me 5 times a day, I'm probably not going to respond. You'll get my personal email where I'll be your coach for the next year. Okay? So we're throwing these in as well for free. And what I want you guys to do is fire any chart you want in the chat box. And we're going to go through some charts. I have about 7 minutes here. It's $59.97, guys. We're about halfway sold out, and I anticipate this to be sold out in the next about 15 minutes. $9.97 will get you for the next year. So just go to the chat box and fire any stock you want, guys, and I'll tell you bullish, bearish, or neutral, and where you can get into them at. We always want to see Apple. Everybody wants to see Apple at all times. So I use Thinkorswim, and I use Ichimoku Kingan Hoi. I think Apple's going to get sold on any rally. If I was looking to short, I'd probably be looking to short it around the 160 level. I probably wouldn't short it here. But I think every stock is a sell on the rally as opposed to buying the dips. Tesla actually technically looks great on a chart. Technically, it broke the cloud to the downside. I wouldn't have taken that short. And you can see here Tesla. I think Tesla takes out 370. I think Tesla can actually go private. I think it goes higher. So just put any chart you guys want in here. I'll go through this for you. AZO, which is known as AutoZone. It is in the retail space, which competes about Amazon, but AZO actually has a very nice looking chart. Clean, pulling back here to the 9-period moving average. If you wanted a lot of stocks, you can buy it with a stop loss under 12.21. How much do I need to fund with this account? You know, you can trade it in a SIM account. You can trade this on a $2,000 account. It's up to you of how much you want to risk. I mean, most trades you can get in for like $100 because if you buy a 1 lot for $1 in the option world, that's $100. So I think AutoZone goes higher, guys. I like it here to the long side. Square, I think Square goes lower. It has earnings. I think there's going to be a slowdown from China in Square. I don't know what percentage of their sales are in Square. I will look to get short Square on earnings. So a Square goes higher here. It's up to the $59 level. There's my boy, Serge Berger. You guys got a great presenter right after me, too. Good friend of mine, Serge, is on right after this. Make sure you guys stick around for that. HYG, which is the bond ETF. Huge update the other day. I still would be looking to short it on a rally. I would be looking for a red bar to short. It's been too strong. It's been up 6 of the last 7 days from open to close. So look for a bear bar to short the HYG. Baba, I don't like Baba. I don't like any of the FANG names. My good friend, I don't know him, but Jim Cramer said, if you want to buy a FANG name, pick one, most likely Google. Baba, I think it gets sold on any rally. I look to short it around the 141 level. Stop would be around 155. HYG, which just went over. Silver, you know, I don't like to trade silver because it doesn't really move that much. Technically, it looks great. So let's look at silver here. I mean, silver is breaking out. It isn't buying any pullback here in silver. MZOR, it looks like it's got a cash deal. So it's not a buy or a sell because it's a cash deal. TLT, huge move the other day. If TLT goes higher, that means rates go lower. We have the 10-year back under 2.5. Technically, it looks good. You know, if I think about it logically, I think that rates are going to go back up. It depends. I still think we're looking at 2 rate hikes next year. I think we get no cuts next year, but I think we get hikes. Someone wants to see First Solar. This is actually my biggest short position. First Solar, rage to the upside. Some institution, this is really interesting, guys, and this is why I trade unusual option activity. So if you looked at First Solar, look at this, guys. I hope I can show this example really quick. Okay, so in First Solar, okay, this is a perfect example. So somebody in First Solar bought 5,000 calls. Look at this, guys. Someone bought 5,000 calls in First Solar about 2 weeks ago. Okay, so someone took about $1 million bet in First Solar. They then sold them at 530 and then 460. So somewhere in the world, bought First Solar calls at 225. Stock was 38. Stock's now 45. Now they started selling them out. This was probably Goldman Sachs because Goldman Sachs was the person that upgraded First Solar. One more chart, and then we'll go back into it here, guys. We have a couple spots left. Facebook, I think Facebook has bigger issues, and I think it's going to come out on their earnings call. I will look to short Facebook on earnings. If it gets a bear candle, I think it is a short. So, Supercharged trading system, guys. If you like this, look at this, guys. This is a perfect example here in First Solar. Okay, someone bought 5,000 calls. That's $1 million right there on the 26th. Then they sold half of them out, and they sold the rest out. So that trader somewhere in the world made about $1 million. That trader made $1 million, guys, in 2 weeks. Okay, so these are the kind of trades we're going to target. This is the Supercharged trading system. 1 year of alerts, $2,497 value. We're going to get Supercharged trading system exposed. That's a $997 value. You can do this. You can take every signal and trade stock or trade put spreads or call spreads. Is up to you. We just give you that signal, bullish or bearish. The daily ATR indicator, cheat sheet, that's a 45.44 value roughly. We're also going to throw in group mentoring of 1 year, guys. So 1 year of group mentoring. 1 year of group mentoring. Okay. And also my email access for a whole year. We're pushing this up to a $5,997 value, and we're offering it to you guys for a year, guys. This is a 1 year program. You will get me as your personal coach and guide for the next year for only $997. Yeah, that trader in First Solar made $1 million. So here's the link. It's optionsonthefloor.com/super. We put it in here. If you guys like this program, make sure you guys get in. It is 1 year program, and it's only $997. We will most likely sell out. We have 25 spots for all the bonuses. After that, I cannot guarantee anything. Thank you guys for having me on right at the 1 hour mark. Make sure you listen to my boy Serge here in a minute. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. And I'm going to go listen to Serge right after this.